Real Canada's mandate is simple: to get Canadian films into our schools and in front of our students across the country. Now in its 8th season, Real Canada finds the best homegrown films to screen in schools across Canada each year in order to show students that we make great, entertaining films just like Hollywood does, and to also start a conversation about our film community and spark interest from potential future filmmakers. This year's lineup includes the Bollywood hockey comedy Breakaway, the gangster film Edwin Boyd, the High Cost of Living starring Zach Braff, and the Oscar-nominated Monsieur Lazare. More information about Real Canada and how your school can get involved can be found at realcanada.ca.
Real Canada is very simply about introducing the power and diversity of Canadian film to students across the country, with view to engaging them in a meaningful dialogue about what it means to be Canadian, and to increasing their interest in the wonderful legacy of Canadian cinema.
And how do you do that?
Well, we have this very unique and innovative format, which is a film festival format. We do film festivals in high schools. Now, we actually do all kinds of different events, but the basic event is a film festival, much like TIFF, but in a school for a day. We might have 1,000 kids watching movies, Canadian movies all day. We'll turn 3 venues into cinemas: an auditorium, a gym, a drama room, a weight room, all kinds of things. Bring in screens, projectors. We'll show 3 films in the morning, 3 films in the afternoon, and the key is that the films that we show have been chosen by the students. They actually order tickets online, just like a film festival. They're going to see 2 films of the 6.
They pick their own films.
They pick their own films. Their friends are going to see other films. They're going to talk about them. Filmmakers come in after each screening, talk to the kids, just like a film festival. And then we pack up at the end of the day and we take off. We leave the teacher with lesson plans and ways in which to integrate all of that into the classroom. Our whole point is, it's not a problem with the movies. It's a problem with how they're presented, how they can penetrate the market, the problems with our distribution system, our lack of promotional budget, all the things that people in the industry know. But if you present it to them in an exciting way, they embrace it. They love it. We're entering our 8th season, so we're a young organization. And I mean, just to have established this kind of nonprofit educational organization in this time when money is so tight, to me is just an indication of, A, that the time of the idea is right, but also that the demand from teachers and the response from students is unbelievable to us. This past year, our 7th season, for the first time, we branched out. We're on our way to becoming a national initiative. We did events in 7 provinces.
Wow.
We did events in both official languages, French and English. And we have a whole other program now that does film festivals, similar events, for ESL students.
You said this is a young organization. How would you like to see it evolve?
Well, that's a really timely question, because last year for us, like we have never known whether this was even viable. Okay, so we've been sort of proving it to ourselves as we go along from year to year, and the level of response and demand tells us, okay, we must be doing something that people actually need.
And with the youth, what is the response? Because I mean, typically they're not exposed to Canadian film. So for many, this is the first time that they're exposed.
For many, this is the first time. We thought we would be trying to change preconceptions about Canadian film. The truth is, we're establishing preconceptions about Canadian film. They don't, it's not that they think Canadian films are bad. They don't know they exist. Key to what we do is the engaged teacher or principal that gets it, that understands the value of it, the educational value of it, and wants to bring us in. If you know the person in your community that is an educator that you think will really respond to introducing their young people or their new Canadians to Canadian film, contact us and say, come to our community. As soon as we have identified that person, we have a partner, we have an anchor in the community, and that's the beginning to actually getting us into these new places and new audiences.